Do you believe in a higher power? God on my left, the devil on my right. If he tryna break me down, I know that I'ma be alright. God on my...
What's up, NewLanta audience? It's your girl Bonnie Banks on our next episode 6 with Matt Aaron. You guys can follow us on NewLanta _ on social media. Matt Aaron. Go ahead. Drop your social media.
What it do, baby? So y'all can follow me on Instagram at Matt Aaron Official. Y'all can follow me on Twitter at Real Matt Aaron. SoundCloud, MattAaron.com, and YouTube, MattAaron.com. Check me out.
Yeah, we gotta check out your music, check out your beats.
Beats, everything. Like I do it all. I do it all. So hey, check me out.
Okay. So as you guys know, if you follow all of our episodes and our shows, we love a good icebreaker. This is easy. Don't your heart's okay. It's alright. You're not gonna do anything that you can't do.
Alright.
This one is called 7 seconds, okay? So I'm going to count down to 7 and you have to name whatever I tell you to name or do whatever I tell you to do, and you only have 7 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna take a deep breath. It's like a quiz in school. Ready? So in 7 seconds, name 3 cities in Georgia.
Atlanta, Savannah, Macon.
Are those cities?
I think so.
Wait, I don't even know the answer.
I think so.
Is Macon a city?
Do you mean major city or like?
Oh wait, Macon is.
Macon is a city. Macon is a city.
Macon, Georgia, and then you say Savannah, Georgia.
I was gonna say.
You got it. All right. So I read that you're a big fan of T.I. 7 seconds. You gotta name 3 songs.
Okay, my favorite one. Goddamn. I'm going blank right now. King back.
No.
Top. I let my beat down low.
That's it.
I'm sorry. There's so many songs that came to my head.
Oh, what's going on?
I know.
You know the lyrics? That don't count. All right. Here we go.
You got going.
You don't know the word. I mean, you don't know the name of the song.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Next one.
Pressure.
This one you gotta know. All you need to do is say a lyric from your own song.
I got God on my left, the devil on my right. If you trying to break me down, man, I'm gonna be alright.
Hey, but you can't do CI. I'm just kidding. Yours, you're supposed to know yours. So whatever.
It's automatic.
So you're a producer. You've got 7 seconds to make a beat with your mouth. Thought he was gonna drop something real quick. Hey!
Hey.
Hey. Okay. Okay. I was with that one. I liked it. All right. So I noticed a lot of your songs, and we're gonna get into this again.
Okay.
You are a strip club attendee.
Yeah.
So name 3 features on a woman that you find attractive.
Ooh, the thighs, definitely the face, and the lips.
Lips. Okay. So thighs. Oh, I'm very impressed at those answers there. All right. Now you go to the strip club and you gotta throw some money. But you know something that I realize a lot of people don't know are the presidents on the dollar bills. So you have to name at least 2. Only 2. That's easy, all right?
Okay.
7 seconds. 2.
Say hello to my friend Ben Frank and goddamn what?
Benjamin Franklin was never a president.
He wasn't. He is on there though, ain't he?
He's not a president though.
Fuck it.
We knew you were gonna say the Benjamin though.
So
That's another part.
you got George Washington on one.
Okay, there you go. He got one. Here we go. Last one.
Alright.
Name something that rhymes with NewLanta.
NewLanta. Somebody from Atlanta. NewLanta. Boolanta. Schoollanta. Santa.
Santa. I'm surprised you didn't say Fanta.
I was thinking about that next.
Santa girl.
I was trying to find the
You're trying to find stuff.
Two-lana, Two-Santa, Cool Santa.
This part it's NewLanta, period. NewLanta audience, we have our boy, Matt Aaron. He has joined the show. He's chopping it up with us. You just got done with Icebreaker. Nailed it, except for the T.I. song. So we're going to give you help with that. I'm going to shame on you. Okay. So I know that you've been musically inclined since 16, and you decided to pick up a pen. How are you writing music? Were you going on YouTube finding beats, or were you just kind of making up your own rhythm?
Yeah, so for the most part, I was on YouTube. I was on something called SoundClick.com. That's where some of the major producers that's popping now. They started on SoundClick.com. So that's where I was going to get my beats. YouTube, sometimes SoundCloud as well. You can find beats on SoundCloud too. So pretty much everywhere I could find a beat, I was on there.
Just making music.
It was like, let's do it. Just write into it and just trying to go from there. So yeah.
Nice. So being from East Atlanta, we talked about this, and there's so many rappers from East Atlanta. What makes you stand out?
Really, for me, that's tough because I feel like not just myself, but I feel like every East Atlanta artist, they all stand out in their own individual way, and that's because we all bring something different to the table. Whether it's, you know, it's just from our style, personalities, music. It could be simple things as far as like an ad lib that one person does. It could be a flow. I feel like we all just like stand out in our own different ways.
And what does Matt Aaron bring to the table? Because we want to know what's different.
I'm bringing my personality. Like, if you check out the EP, somebody from Atlanta, you will hear on it. It's like it's very diverse as far as the sounds. You got the strip club music. You got some real stuff on there. You got some sappy stuff on there. Some spiritual stuff on there. In a way, for higher power, check that out. It's fine. But like, just bring different things. Like I guess that represent me and that I guess show my personality to music. So I'm a fun person.
Okay, I'm about to ask you, what is like something that we wouldn't know that's part of your personality?
Well, only my closest friends know this. Like I could be like really, really goofy and kind of entertaining every now and then. Like I'm not like that all the time, but sometimes I can get a little goofy, a little weird.
Weird.
But, like I be doing some weird goofy stuff. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you one of those.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Okay, you one of those. Huh. All right. So also, just being an artist, you feel like you need to have some sort of street cred, because I feel like anybody coming from the East Side is like, well, street cred is what builds that artistry.
Yeah. Well, for me, personally.
Don't tell me yourself now, because you're on that.
For me personally, no. I ain't no street dude, none of that. So I'm not gonna be like cat like I am. For me, I'm trying to take like a different approach. I know like a lot of people trying to get their name known out in the streets. That's not my approach. I'm really just trying to stick like strictly through social media and connections. So like as far as all that other stuff, or like I guess grinding out, doing shows, I'm trying to take a different approach to this. So yeah.
So what's that approach though? I feel like it's kind of secret.
That's kind of secret.
You can't spill it.
Can't spill
See, all the artists watching are like, yo, we finna drop something, and you don't tell us.
We shall see.
At least we know you can keep a secret. That's right. We gotta tell you something. All right, so I noticed that your bros played in a band at one point. Were you part of the band?
Yes, I was so I don't know if this counts, but
wait, what were you on the band? Because the cheerleaders don't count.
No. So like so in 5th grade I played the saxophone, and then 6th grade they switched me to baritone, and then I quit midway through my 7th grade year, and that's when I found out. That's when I was like, no, because like band, it just wasn't for me. Okay. Like personally, I'm not really great when it comes to like taking instruction from somebody my age. Like you better do this, I don't really take that too well. But it just wasn't for me, and that's why that's why I wanted to start making music, because it's like, why play the music instead of when I can like create the music that they playing. And I was like, no, let's just do that, because nobody in my family was doing that. Everybody was in band, and I was like, let me just try this approach to it. So.
And your dad was a band instructor.
Yeah.
So how did he feel about that? Because did he want you guys to be in band?
He was pissed. He was pissed.
Like, not my son.
Cause like I didn't tell him that I quit. I told my mom, because my mom was like, I just told her straight up. I said, hey, I'm not feeling this. And I talked to my dad, and my dad was not feeling it. He was not feeling it at first, but it was like that Christmas, or like right before Christmas, I had quit. I told my band, I said, I don't want to be in band anymore. I told my mom. She took me out, and my dad, he found out because my band instructor reached out to him, and he was like, well, why did your son quit? He's not in my class no more. And yeah,
the teacher all snitched.
because they knew each other. That's why. So it was, when I got home, man, it was a wrap. Like I didn't get like spanking or like that, but he chewed me out. Like, he chewed me out. So
that hurt your poor daddy's heart. He got plans for you.
He was like, all right, if it's not band, then you gotta do something else then.
Right.
So I was like, all right.
So you mentioned your EP earlier. Somebody from Atlanta. You are somebody from Atlanta. What was the inspiration for that?
Really? Because, okay, so whether you're somebody from Atlanta, somebody from Alabama, New York, like we're all somebody trying to do something great. So, and like Atlanta's very diverse, and I'm just like another person in Atlanta just trying to be somebody, quote unquote. So I was like just somebody from Atlanta.
We're gonna dive in really quickly. I know you were talking about pretty much you didn't want to be in the band. Your dad was mad at you. Mad. And so, did you feel like you didn't want to be in the band because you were always kind of an independent artist?
I would say two reasons. One, I want to take a different route.
Okay.
And then I guess number two.
Cause wait, what kind of band? What band music were they playing? Like band?
It's like playing some black. This marching band.
Oh.
This back when band was popping.
Sorry,
back.
I went to feature you, so our bands was.
And this is like they play all kind of stuff like crowd lit everything. So
Dang, you ain't want to be. What's wrong with you?
I was like, man, I said I wear them uniform. Hey, shout out to anybody in the band though. but just I'm sorry, like for me, I said I can't wear them uniforms. I can't do it. I can't do it.
You just don't want to do it.
It's like, nah, we good on that. Holding instruments, like okay. What I look like? I'm sorry.
No, I got you. But because you were in the band, you became an artist, but you were writing. Mm-hmm. And so now that I see that you've kind of shifted your focus into making beats, are you feeling like you're pulling that inspiration from that band part of you?
Definitely. Like some things that I learned from bands, as far as like notes and everything like that definitely, transition to making beats. So like, you gotta have an ear for beats, like making instruments go, making them blend. Yeah, you gotta know your measurements, your counts, all that good stuff like that. So like, yeah, definitely helped me out.
Yeah,
so,
and I listened to some of your beats, so you guys make sure you check out Matt.
Yeah, check that out.
Matt. And I was listening to them. He does sell them if you guys want a beat.
Yeah, very low. Like they're on low flyers. Like
it is. It's pricable.
Yeah, and
when I was looking, I was like, wait, I kind of want this beat. I'm finna buy.
And really, I'm really just capping. I'm real child. Y'all just hit me up. I might give it to you for cheaper than that. But just,
look, if you listen to NewLanta, you just got some.
Hey,
look, be like, hey, I saw you on NewLanta. Do I get the 30% discount? See,
shit.
Look, check this out. Where would you say that your inspiration for all your songs come from? Because we've noticed, me and Camille have noticed, you are a frequent swipe card user at Atlanta Strip Club.
Okay. So
set the record.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. So I know what song you're talking about. So I've been to multiple strip clubs in my lifetime, yes, right? But there's one particular strip club, Christmas Eve.
Wait. No, hold on. I just want you guys to know that he said he went to a strip club on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Sorry, hey. Christmas
Lord's
Eve.
Birthday.
It was Magic City Monday. Magic City Monday. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. I normally, when I go to a strip club, I'm
you normally. You
just one of my friends. He was, I think he was going out of town like the next day. So he was like, we turn around Christmas.
Gotcha.
So Magic City Monday. I normally go to the strip club on a budget, $50, $60 tops. I'm not a big spender really, right?
Clearly.
20, maybe 40 to get in. I may finesse a free dance here and there, maybe a drink.
They tired.
And then, I'm spending money like that. But this particular night,
oh no.
I hit the ATM at least 3 times. And I'm like, no cap. I got cash, but no cap. And
they got you, man.
So what happened was my boy, he wasn't spending no money. So I thought he was going to spend some money. But I was like, no, I'm having a good time at least. And I was like, bruh, like, you're not going to, you know what I'm saying? He's like, nah, like, I'm good tonight.
Wait, why'd you guys go out on the Lord's birth?
You gotta turn up for the Lord. You gotta turn up for the Lord.
That's right.
Turn up for the Lord.
Everybody knows. Jesus loved them strippers, didn't he?
He said be fruitful.
I'm giving back to the community.
So for those of us that don't know, what's the proper strip club etiquette?
Ain't no etiquette for me.
Wait, no, there has to be etiquette.
Ain't no etiquette for me. Real talk.
So, because some places you can't go and touch.
I always ask. Like, I ask, like, hey, there's nothing wrong with asking. I'm like, hey, what can I do?
What can I do?
Can I not do?
Do you feel like as an artist, that is, I know at the beginning it used to be like that's the way that you get your music into. Do you feel like that's something that you're going to try to do and make like strip club anthems?
I know for me, really, it's really just based on the vibe. And then 2 is really, I like going to the clubs and like just regular club lounges. So sometimes I'm like sitting in the club or lounge and just like, okay, what can I make to go with this vibe here? And I noticed like that's what kind of sells a little bit. Like when everybody parties, everybody listens to, well, not everybody listens to the radio, but some people listen to the radio. Some people, when you with your boys, with your girls, you want to have one list song when y'all going out. So it's like, okay, what can I bob my head to? What could we turn up to type thing? So like for me, like I'm trying to go for that type of vibe, but at the same time I do like to switch it up here and there and come with some some different vibes. But Yeah.
So what do you think as a, you know, have you been making beats for a long time? I'm not familiar with how long.
This was probably about like 2014 is when I really like first started experimenting with it. So.
Okay. So what was that transition like? Because did you stop ultimately like really considering yourself as a complete artist with rapping, or were you like, I'm just gonna stick to making beats and this is it?
I was really trying to do both at the same time, and like this may get a little confusing. So, you know, you get to the music industry, you gotta pay for your studio time, you gotta pay for your production, etc., etc. So for me, it's okay, but I want to get to a certain point in life where I stop paying for beats and really I can keep it either in house or that money comes back to me. When it came down to like the engineering, like actually all of my songs I mix. It's not the best mix, but it sounds good. But I want to get to a point where when I do make it, that money's coming back to me. I'm not paying somebody else to do my engineering because at the end of the day, it's like why not own for yourself?
What is one thing that you feel like you need to work on as a new producer?
Really, I need to work on, I guess, networking a little bit better, and really letting go of my beats, because sometimes when I'm making a beat, I'm like, this thing go hard. Like, okay, I'm not gonna sell this. I'm gonna stash this one, and I'm gonna try to use it myself. I need to stop doing that.
You can't be.
That's how it is. Sometimes the beat be so far. I have like some of the beats that's not on my website. They stashed away.
So you give us the things. Your second favorite children.
Hey, unless you like come to me like specifically, or you have like a certain request, and I make a fire beat for you, then that beat's for you. But if I'm just making some beats, like okay, just passing time or whatever.
I'm sorry I put you guys on that, because now I'm feeling like you're second base.
Hey, I got some heat in the vault. I'm trying to tell you, I got some heat.
We appreciate that part. You did mention that you were going into a different direction with your music.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like music just today, we do have cycles of music.
We do.
I see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we start with that Roscoe Dash down, and you kind of change, and R&B's kind of picking back up.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought to look back into maybe old beats and kind of bring those and bring a new element to what we see now?
Definitely. So like, dang, that's part of my little secret. So that's some of the beats. That's some of the beats that stashed away. So like most of like my newer beats I haven't posted yet. They're like,
you know, because
they're like that.
Step kids.
Kind of like what Tory Lanez is doing. Like he's taking like the early
that.
'90s and 2000 song that was popping and making it like his own. I'm kind of doing that, trying to go like a '70s, '80s type vibe, and like some songs that y'all may not even know. Like your parents gonna know,
but we won't.
but y'all won't, because I was actually playing around with one at work a couple weeks ago. And this older guy came in. He's like, "What you know about that young blood?" And because I was like, I was just making some beat, and like I didn't know the artist myself. I just found like, some random samples. I was like, okay, bet. Just playing it back and forth, trying to mess with it. He came in. He's like, "What you know about that young blood? There's a gym back in my day."
They always think you don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing about this one. To be real with you, but that's what I'm trying to do right now.
What do you recommend other people that want to produce or make beats? Give them some advice.
Alright, straight up, just go to YouTube. Like, YouTube, you can learn everything. Like, just go to YouTube. That's where I learned, like, the fundamentals of FL Studio. You produce, you know what that is. It's like a beat software, basically. But that's where I learned, really, like, how to work the system and stuff like that. So, just go to YouTube, man. Anything you want to find out is on YouTube. And then once you kind of get the fundamentals of creating a beat, from there it's just really just do your thing, man. Like don't hold back. Just play around with sounds. Don't be afraid to like try something different. It may not sound right at the time being, but hey, to somebody else, somebody gonna mess with it. So like, hey, just
And I feel like now we have such a diverse, I think characters that are doing music. Like you have this little Uzi who's kind of gothic, and you come back, you still have a little baby, still doing something. So you have these dynamics. We were talking about Black, like that's a different sound. You know, I think that's what makes, for me, Black excellent so excellent. Because we can really do Lil Nas, like we can do it.
We can do it all.
Right. So your beat may sound funky, but somebody like the funk.
So when it comes to making music, and you said you work, what is that like? Because a lot of people are like, oh, you got to do music full time type
stressful. It's stressful because I'm working typically 9 to 6, Monday through Friday, right? Get off work. Typically, what I'll do is based on my energy level, I will go straight to making beats, or I take like a nap and try to make some beats, or like just listen to beats online to kind of see, okay, what are these producers doing? Okay, let me try to do something similar to that, or let me try to like take that and put my own little spin on it.
Nice.
So I'm doing something musically, like just trying to either learn or just experiment or play around some music or something.
We've got the not Chance the Rapper. I know you guys almost thought it was. Love it. We've got Matt Aaron, Double T, Double A. This is episode 6, NewLanta, featuring your boy. You guys can follow us on social media. It's NewLanta_. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you ever want to see these episodes, they're dropping gems. Right now, we've got our producer, we've got songwriters, we've got so much more for you guys to enjoy. You gotta make sure you tune into NewLanta all the time.
All the time. All the time.
And go ahead, Double T, Double A. You gotta drop your social media.
You can follow me on Instagram at Matt Aaron Official, Twitter, Real Matt Aaron. Check my website out, mattaaronofficial.com, and YouTube and SoundCloud, mattaaron.com. So check me out.
Straight down, I came up, messed around and got my name up. Hit the gym and stepped my weight up. Now a nigga getting paper. Life throwing me curveballs, but still a nigga never changed up. Enemies turning to friends, old friends turning to enemies. They praying on my downfall. These niggas wanna see the end of me. Please do not.